Hello everyone, and welcome to Lance and Place Dead Cells. We did not so great on the last run, so maybe I'm gonna change my approach a little bit. Um, let's take the firebrand. I think it's a little better. The shield, I've tried using the shields a lot, and that shield is probably my favorite of the shields. Still not a huge fan of it, because I want to try and roll behind enemies to get them. Yeah, we did pretty poorly the last time we played, actually. Weren't able to get it past a whole lot, but I'm going to try and change things up a little bit. I'm going to do kind of the opposite of what you might expect. And instead of going easier, I'm going to try and maybe go to the ossuary first and see how that starts treating us. But we'll kind of see how things pan out. I do really like the assassin's dagger. Got our item chest up really quick. Let's see what's inside. Got lightning bolt. Does more damage when inflicting a crit. Can it even crit? I think maybe when it gets to the charge version of it, it starts critting. But yeah. So here we are. This is probably the ossuary here. Yeah. So we're going to go this way, but I'm going to finish exploring the level because we will need whatever benefits we can find to really progress here. See a toxic cloud level 2 down there as well. Okay, we'll buy that because it ignites the ground around you as well. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I haven't really used toxic cloud much. I've kind of seen it, but not really been much on using it yet. But we'll see how it plays out this run. I think after I finish these 2 episodes, I'm going to take a little bit of a break for Dead Cells. I am still really enjoying it, but kind of runs are starting to feel a little samey. And it is still in early access, so it's got a lot of time to develop before it's ready to be called finished or anything. So I kind of don't want to get too burned out on it before the game's actually done. It kind of has the same thing like Darkest Dungeon had. Let's see, we'll do twin daggers instead of the assassin daggers. It kind of has the same, I wouldn't say problem that Darkest Dungeon has, but I guess it's kind of a problem. We'll buy the meat grinder. I like it. In that it came out pretty early and it came out extremely polished, so it feels like a completed game. But then when you start going through content, there's just not quite enough there yet. Because I picked up Darkest Dungeon not long after it came out. I really enjoyed that game as well, but I kind of started burning out on it a little bit because there wasn't enough variety in what you do. I kind of don't want to get there. Well, I got level 2 skills. I'm going to keep what I got for now. The grenades are really good, but keep this going. So yeah, I don't really want to hit the point where I get tired of the game. So I'm going to take a little break on it after these couple of runs. Get myself caught up through next week in content on YouTube. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to pick up Shovel Knight after this and kind of do, I never did finish it. And buddy Mikey kind of said he wanted to see it, so I would more than happy to oblige him. I had a lot of fun with the game and I do want to finish it at some point. Is the War Spear level 1? I don't think so. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do after this one. But for now, I'm going to get as far as I can on one of our last 2 Dead Cells runs for a little bit. And I'll try to make them count. So we didn't find very many scrolls here. It's cursed treasure. I'm not going to go to the ossuary with it. I should have searched for that first. We're taking it. But you know what? Fuck it. We're early in the run. Let's give it a shot. If we die right off the bat in the ossuary, not a big loss. I'm not attached to this run much yet anyway. Let's get a health upgrade. Level 2 assault shield. I mean, that's whatever. I'm going to go ahead and travel to the ossuary here. Yeah, I'm excited to move on to something different. Play a little bit of Shovel Knight. Should be a good time. Then, yeah. Aside from that, though, I finally beat Persona 5 this morning. I'd kind of played the hell out of it. Oh, wow, there's a shop here. I didn't realize. With some high-level stuff. Level 4 stuff? Okay. I don't think I've ever actually gone this path of the ossuary. Maybe I did once. Level 4 Impaler. Pretty good. More damage on bleeding and poison targets. You know what? We're going to go with that. Yeah. We can't afford anything else anyway. Because we got Toxic Cloud, so we should be able to make some use out of it. Yeah, Persona 5 was great. I'd kind of played the crap out of it for a long time. Probably like the month after I got it, I was playing that almost exclusively. Oh god. That was, scary. I'm glad I remembered that his third attack did a shockwave, because otherwise that probably would have killed me. But anyway, yeah, really enjoyed Persona 5. If you like JRPGs at all, I highly recommend you give it a shot. Even if you ever enjoyed them, it's really great. I will say, if you played Persona 4 and you didn't like it, you probably won't like 5 either. They're all adult. Okay, that was scary. Oh, these things are a bitch. Can I just stand outside and shock it to death? I can. Beautiful. So actually, as long as we can stay outside of their zone, it'll be free kills. I can't just keep attacking it too. I gotta remember that just non-stop attacks are the way to beat those up. We're definitely not feeling overpowered in this run. We gotta get 3 more kills before we get rid of this curse, which I'll feel a lot more comfortable if we do. Yeah, Persona 5 is the most fun I've had with an RPG in a long time. It's kind of hard for me to really get into JRPGs anymore, just because they are slow paced. That's kind of the nature of the beast with them. It's not a problem. It's just something to get used to. Yeah, we're gonna take the Firebrand with our oiled sword. That seems to be a no-brainer there. Chain lightning's great and everything, but yeah, just better synergy for us. Yeah, I tried getting into Ni no Kuni a while back when that came out. That's a good game, but it's not quite. I will be buying the second one of that's coming out actually early next year, and I will pick it up. I'm just gonna sit here and let this do its job. Meat grind and firebrand my way through it. There you go. Curse lifted. Beautiful. We can start playing like normal again. Yeah, I really enjoyed JRPGs when I was younger. And I'd probably still enjoy them now. If I had more time to game. Granted, that hasn't increased lately. I had a kind of 4 or 5 year period where I just didn't have a whole lot of time to game. I was kind of getting into a new career, and it was a little... Oh, geez. And it was pretty intense on taking up my time, so I didn't really have a whole lot of time to game. I can talk about that later more. But yeah, it's kind of hard to play JRPGs when your gaming time is limited. That's actually, I think, what caused me to kind of get into... that was weird. I think that's kind of actually part of what caused me to get into like Isaac so much. Because I kind of just play it for a little bit at a time. I didn't need to like commit hours and hours to a game session of Isaac. I could just kind of play at my leisure and do like a 30-minute run or something. You know, if it was good, or if I just died early, which, you know, starting out the game happened all the time. Ow. Well, those are a pain. Like I said, the ossuary's not treating us too bad. It's a little tough, but I don't know that it's harder than the prison depths starting out, honestly. Anyway, yeah, so JRPGs kind of fell by the wayside. I mean, when I was like younger, I remember the first game, I think the first game at least, I got on my PS4 or PS1 was Final Fantasy VII, and I loved that game. I still love that game. I'm gonna be buying the remake when that comes out. Maybe I'll stream it. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I've always really enjoyed JRPGs. I like the story element of a good story in a game. They definitely offered that. Okay, I definitely thought the meat grinder would kind of stun it. It did not do that at all. That's fine. We're making it through. Oh, I didn't realize his back was turned. I don't really care about that bear trap, I don't think. Yeah, so, like, I really enjoyed that. Chrono Trigger was great. I enjoyed that. I actually played Chrono Cross before Chrono Trigger, weirdly enough. I remember, like, Secrets of Evermore on, I still don't think I'm beating that by time. Maybe I would. Maybe if I go right now, I could beat... I don't remember what time you need to beat that boss. But, I'm gonna keep exploring a little more. I haven't found a scroll on this level, I don't think. Definitely want that. But yeah, I've really genuinely enjoyed JRPGs a lot, and just kind of fell to the wayside. And the Persona series kind of rekindled my love in it, I think. I played Persona 4, and beat that one, and had a great time, which prompted me to pick up Persona 5, like, the week it came out. Yeah, I had a blast with that one. But I kind of got through most of the game, and actually beat the final boss. And then kind of stopped playing for whatever reason. I think I had a bunch of stuff come up, and kind of just fell away from it for a minute. But I finally got back into it and beat it this morning. Yeah, it was a really good game. It's a great time. I almost started. I did start up a New Game Plus playthrough, but I didn't really get very far with it. It's a really fantastic series that you should definitely strive to check out if you have any love whatsoever for the genre. Let's heal up here. Don't want to die. Ossuary's definitely been tough. Definitely we're out of healing potions, so I guess we're gonna... What the shit? Okay. Okay, we're gonna leave. We got to at this point. We're not missing any upgrades that are right next to us, are we? No. We gotta leave. That's like our only option now, because we're about dead, we're out of healing. So let's do that. Go to Black Bridge. Kind of not super successful ossuary run, but we got out of here alive. That's important. Yeah, the Persona series is great. I highly recommend checking it out. Did we get the... No, we're still 42 off. Still quite a bit. It's got really interesting group of characters. It is pretty Japanese, so dropping some frames on the stream. Gonna have to pay a little more attention. Gotta wait before this boss fight starts. Hopefully we catch up a little bit. Sorry, excuse me. I'm just looking. Okay, I see. Yeah, it got a little bit of lag on there, but it's not too bad, I don't think. We'll see how it goes. I'll diagnose a problem after this run if it persists. Oh, this is a bad place to be. Yep. No, I don't. I keep getting caught on the wrong side of them. I need to make sure I don't do that. We don't have a whole lot of, like, I should not dodge that direction. Should make sure I leave myself plenty of room. I definitely want to get over this side before we finish. Wait for that to... This is a tougher incomplete one fight than we've had in a while. I don't think we didn't get as strong as we normally would be by this point. We don't have many upgrades, actually. Oh god, taking a lot of damage there. Yeah, we're kind of running a little light on upgrades as compared to normal for this fight. It's not going terrible or anything. We're definitely going to make it. It's just not going as simply as it normally does at this point. Still got 2 heals left, and he's pretty close to dead. Ow. God fucking damn it. Of course. Of course. We're gonna do another run right off the bat. I don't want one of my 2 final runs for a while in this game to be that quick. Jesus. Our spike boots are only weapon. Okay. Well, this would be different. Oh god, that takes forever. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare. We need to find another weapon ASAP. This sucks. What do the spike boots do again? Crit if I interrupt them. So I kind of want to wait for them to be attacking and then kick them. That's kind of the best thing to do. I mean, yeah, it's better. I still wouldn't call it great. We maybe want to stack up bleeding as much as possible in this run. Break the thing. Come on. Fine. It worked. This is ridiculous. It is different. I've been asking for different kinds of runs, and this is real different. I think kind of the difference is that it's sucky. But, maybe just throw knives at them until they start attacking. And then we kick them. I think that's the plan. Throw knives until they start attacking, and then we kick. Shield guys are gonna suck. We can't really interrupt them, I don't think. Gotta let him pass. There we go. It's gonna lead to the ossuary. I'm sure as shit not going there now. Yeah, we're gonna switch out our spike boots for the impaler, I think. I mean, the spike boots seem like to be a pretty decent secondary weapon, but they're definitely not gonna be a good primary. Yeah. But, yeah, I think, like most people, at least with people that were gaming in, like, the PS1 era, I think I really transitioned away from JRPGs into more Western-style stuff. Like, got more into the Fallout series. Not so much Skyrim for me, but games kind of like that. Yeah, I got more into those, and I kind of transitioned away as in when Western games started embracing the RPG mechanics more heavily. I mean, they're in like every game now, pretty much. I think just about every game's got some kind of RPG mechanic at this point. Really the Dark Souls as well, but I guess that's not really a traditional JRPG. It's definitely got RPG elements. It's kind of like an action RPG. I mean, it is by definition a Japanese RPG, but it's not in the stylings of a more traditional one that came out on like the SNES or the PS1. Yeah, I used to really enjoy those games a lot. There were some really fun ones. We're gonna try and avoid getting hit here, but I think it's not gone great for us so far. Definitely didn't want to open that door, and we got hit. Yeah, I think I might have would have been fine if I didn't open that door first, but that kind of broke my concentration there. There's just so many enemies in those. It's like kind of hard to avoid the damage. Is this gonna be the ossuary? I bet it is. Oh yeah, not doing that. Level 1 impaler with no skills and some throwing knives isn't a great run. I would love to see another cool throwing knives run like I had a while back. I want to say it was one of my first runs. Certainly in the first 5. I had a great ton of fun with that. I think I had like throwing knives that exploded enemy into viscera when they died or something. And it was great. Yeah, maybe we can get more of that going. Yeah, we'll see. I think so. I guess we'll do Toxic Source Prison Depth again. I think that'll be our path. I don't really feel super confident in the... I mean, I guess I could go to the ossuary again. If we find a couple of things that really make the run pop, go to the ossuary. I do kind of wish you could teleport from anywhere to any portal, kind of like Enter the Gungeon does. I would lobby for that upgrade. I mean, it just makes... I guess they don't have it because... I guess they had a way where you can program it so that when you're not in combat, or there's not an enemy close, you can do it. Because it would be kind of cheap, I guess, to be able to get out of any encounter that way. That would be a little silly. Yeah, it's getting them up against the wall is really hard with the Impaler. Even when an enemy's close, like getting them actually there is a little bit difficult. So the Assassin's Dagger does more damage on a burning target. Let's take it. There's a lot of ways to inflict burning, and it's a higher level, and it's a lot easier to activate the crit on Assassin's Dagger as well. So we'll take that. Let's see what else we got. We will definitely take the not die again thing. Yeah, I guess we're gonna move on to Toxic Sewers. We're definitely not strong enough where I feel confident going to the ossuary. Yeah, let's move on. Dump our tin. We're getting really close to our level up healing potion. I believe that's the last level of healing potion, but I'm not really sure. We'll move on here. Maybe we should just go, like, if we can get it, just do a skills run where we just get like grenades and just blow the crap out of everything. That does seem to be the most efficient way of taking care of enemies. Oh, that Assassin's Dagger is lovely. Oh, that was great. I think the Assassin's Dagger is one of my favorite melee weapons in the game. Oh, that was terrible. He hit me again? Seriously? It does garbage damage when you're in front of them. I have noticed that. That's okay. It's pretty easy to get behind enemies. Alright. Making it through, doing stuff. Yeah, I think the big problem JRPGs have had trouble adapting to, it doesn't seem to be such a problem for the Japanese audiences. They seem to do pretty well still in Japan, but in the West they seem to have more trouble, and I think usually when I talk to people and they don't like them, it's because of the turn-based combat, and I get that. You know, it can feel really slow, but I'm wondering if there's gonna be kind of renewed interest and renewed patience for systems like that. Because a lot of these indie games have been coming out that kind of move a little slower than like the bigger AAA games that people were used to playing for a while. Games like FTL. There's a bunch of other ones too. I'm having trouble really thinking of any off the top of my head. I guess we'll pick this up over the throwing knives. I don't love the heavy crossbow, but we'll take it. Might as well. Yeah, I think it's just that tolerance for turn-based combat. People don't really have typically didn't have the patience for it. It does a ton of damage, I will say, when you're up close to someone. Yeah, but I'm wondering if that's kind of changed now. There's some grenades. And do we get more damage on burning target? Yeah, double damage on burning targets with our Assassin Dagger. So that's great. This is looking like it might end up being another strength run just based off the weapons we found. We haven't had a whole lot of stuff to make skill runs work very well recently. Yeah, we'll definitely take... Oh, I just realized... Ooh, fuck. No, I'm going to take this. I completely forgot that it already had the live again, the heart. But, oh well. Take another health upgrade. 1 per level. Yeah, I wonder if people are going to have more patience for that now. Like, I kind of hope they do, because I really feel like JRPGs are kind of I wouldn't say a lost art, because they've been around. God damn it. But, definitely one that's kind of been petered off over the years. Yeah, I guess games like Persona really get me interested in them again. Ni no Kuni was also an interesting one. I had actually the same problem with the first Ni no Kuni. That how did he not get hit? I call shenanigans on that one. Actually, my big problem with the first Ni no Kuni was my same problem that Witcher 2 had, and why I never got really into that game. And that was more so just that it was regular combat got too complicated. Wow, it does a lot of damage if they're on fire and I get behind them. I guess it's 4 times damage, huh? But yeah, it's just... I like it in games when combat flows and feels good, and I kind of can figure out pretty easily what I need to be doing. It can be a little more difficult in like The Witcher 2, for example. Like, it seems like they had a different mechanic for every like possible combat ability. Maybe I go to the ossuary now. I didn't even mean to heal there. We got the old sewers, so the prison depths. I see the time door there. Let's finish exploring. We might decide to come back and go to the ossuary. I kind of wish there was a portal next to the door. That'd be nice. Yeah, games, combat needs to kind of flow. I don't really feel like it flowed in The Witcher 2. It didn't really flow in Ni no Kuni. It just, kind of got mechanic bloat a little bit, which is, I know it's ridiculous for Ni no Kuni. It's the first game. Usually mechanic bloat refers to, a franchise that's kind of lasted for a while, and they have to add mechanics every time a new game comes out. So by like the 5th installment or whatever, you've got 100 mechanics in the game, and it's just impossible for a new player. But that's obviously not a problem with, you know, Kuni. It's much more so that there's so many mechanics in the first version of the game to begin with. The cat wants attention so bad. I'll play with you, kitty. Just, you know, wait for me to finish streaming. Yeah, it's just, I think, God, the first like 10 hours of gameplay of Ni no Kuni had some kind of tutorial still going along in it. And I guess the Persona series kind of does too, but they space them out. There's a lot of front loading with it, just for the first like hour or two of gameplay. But after that, they space them out a lot, where you're still getting some kind of tutorials like halfway through the game, it feels like. But it's not as ridiculous. You know what maybe Dead Cells needs, like, alternate paths that don't show up every run or something? Because right now, you kind of get all the options, and it's... I'm kind of at a loss which way is, like, the best to go. Which we were kind of supposed to go. Kind of think I'd prefer it if they took away a little bit of choice in that situation. I just kind of never know what exactly I'm supposed to do. Let's try this challenge. I mean, we might as well. There's no enemies on this one. It's just traps. God damn it. Oh, there were enemies anyway. Never mind. Whatever. God, how does that keep happening? I really hate that. I don't think it's a bug. I think it's just a weird hitbox thing. But I really don't like it. Okay, so we can get more damage now based with the grappling hook. We can grapple, roll behind, and strike. Yeah, that was good damage. If they're on fire too, yeah, that's really nice. The multipliers seem to work weird there. I think I'm actually going to try the ossuary. I think either way they lead to the Black Bridge after, I think. So I wonder, if I go to the ossuary here, does it give me the extra shop? Let's find out. But yeah, mechanic bloat's a real problem in some of those games. And The Witcher 3, actually, compared to The Witcher 2, did a really good job on kind of pulling that back and making it a little simpler to play the game without feeling dumbed down. Well, I say without feeling dumbed down, but I guess I never played enough of The Witcher 2 to really get a good sense for that. There's another series I need to go back, another game I need to go back and really play more is The Witcher 3. I was enjoying myself, but kind of had a problem recently where with games that have tons and tons of side quests, which feel like most of them now. Oh man, getting some bad frame drop here. don't know what's up with that. I've been running fine recently. I don't know if the internet's just running slow. Might have to go reset my router after this run. See if that helps. We shouldn't need it. We got fiber here, so I would hope. I would think that, what the shit? He wasn't getting stunned by my hits, which makes that enemy really hard to deal with. Beautiful. We got fiber internet, so things shouldn't be slowing down. But I guess, you know, sometimes it has its problems too, like everything else, I suppose. But yeah, The Witcher 3 is a lot of fun. I kind of had the same problem with that I did with like Final Fantasy 15. It's not even really a problem with those games. It's just kind of a unique issue with kind of modern game design, where it seems like they have to jam the game so full of side quests. I end up playing the game for like 20 hours and not getting anything done, really, as far as like the main quest goes. That's fine for some games. Like, I don't mind that for, say, like a Fallout game or something, like Bethesda games, where the main story, if I'm being honest, isn't all that interesting in the first place. At least in my opinion. I know other people probably have different opinions. He turned to the last second. Different opinions on that, but it's kind of my opinion that the story in most of the Bethesda games isn't inherently very good. But the side quests are kind of what makes them. There's a lot of interesting side quests and stuff going on. So it definitely makes up for it. But in games like The Witcher 3 and Final Fantasy 15, those quests it's the meat of the game. So having so much other stuff to do is just distracting. That sucked. One of the shield guys pushed me into one of the rolling guys. Let's go down here for now, just so I can get some breathing room and heal. We're out of healing again. This has gone rather poorly. But we made it through. We're fine. The ossuary is tough. Do we want grenades? Does more damage to frozen targets. We don't have anything to freeze. Let's do it though. I'm just gonna start spamming grenade stuff. The grappling hook's nice. Multiplier seemed to be working weird with it though, where it wasn't really working like you would think it would as far as damage being increased by the fire and the grappling hook. Yeah, I'm fine with this. The grenade's on such a short cooldown, it's kind of hard to justify not taking it. Oh yeah, if we can shoot the heavy crossbow, that's definitely what we want to do. Can we shoot multiple times in a row? No, okay. I didn't think so. Yeah, so kind of based on the game, it's less of a problem with The Witcher, actually. I think what happened with that one is just Persona 5 came out. I started playing that instead. But it's less of a problem with The Witcher because the side quests are actually really interesting as a general rule. So that keeps things a little more, keeps things flowing a little better. Side quests in Final Fantasy were kind of like glorified fetch quest for like an MMO almost. It was mostly stuff like go kill a bunch of boars or something similar. I can't say I really enjoyed it, and I didn't actually end up experiencing much of the story of that game at all because I kind of got distracted by a bunch of side quests and then got bored. Because the combat in that one's a little too easy. It's a little too broken, I found, actually. But we've got Balance Blade 5, we got Assassin Dagger 2, so we definitely want to replace it. More damage on bleeding targets, more biters, fires an arrow in front of you, and fires an arrow upwards. Well, we're going to lose our reveals secret passages. That's actually really cool. Don't have the money for it though, and I want to upgrade our Assassin's Dagger. We're going to lose out on our double damage from fire here. but I think it's worth it just for the higher level weapon in the first place. We might push our way towards skills more anyway. Ow. Okay, we definitely need to find an exit. In fact, where is our... There's the black bridge underneath us there. That's the first one we found, yeah? Yes, so we're going to need to do that. And, cool. How do we get there? Oh, we got to go around or something? Yeah, like I was kind of enjoying Final Fantasy 15, and I'm ready to play a Final Fantasy I really like again. Just, that one wasn't doing it for me. I don't know, maybe, like, I've changed. Maybe it's an issue with me. We don't need to fight this. And we shouldn't, because we're about dead. So how the fuck do I get there? I guess maybe go down? That might be the way. Yeah. So we're gonna progress here. And we will move on. Some gold. Where's this gonna lead me? There's the black bridge. Okay, so we can go ahead and progress, which we're gonna do, because we're almost dead. And I don't want to really use my get a jail free card, my heart thing. Oh, these frame drops. Okay, I'm gonna have to go reset my router in a second. I'm gonna finish this run up, but the frame drops are getting ridiculous. This isn't normally a problem. Not really sure what's going on. Okay, we got a higher level healing potion, so that's great. Next, I guess I could work on upgrades. Is there anything we have right now we need to upgrade? Could just work on higher level grenades. Another level 3 already, but or level 2 already, but I can't upgrade anything now. Getting more gold to carry over would be nice. I guess we'll do that. It's gonna be forever before we get that, but it'll be good to have. We can always change our decision later. Excuse me, I'm actually going to go ahead and leave out of this run and go reset my router and come back, because these frame drops are getting crazy. Hey, and welcome back. Sorry about that delay. I'm still not getting the ran a speed test. I'm still not getting the speeds that I'm supposed to be getting, but hopefully I've fixed the frame drop issue and it's gotten better at least. We'll have to see here, and if problems persist, I'll have to do a little more troubleshooting later in the day. Got our incomplete one fight here. Done pretty good damage. Oh, bad place to get stuck. Oh, he didn't do his yeah, it does do a lot of damage when I get behind him. I probably shouldn't even use the heavy crossbow. The delay on it makes it hard not to get hit if he starts his animation at the wrong time. Really wish he wasn't charged up. Great. That jumping attack was actually perfect for us at the moment. Oh, don't. Run away, run away. Ow. Jesus. I don't know why he's been so problematic recently. He's normally not that bad. Haven't had trouble with him for a while. Granted, it wasn't that long ago, so we lost a run against him. Oh, I didn't even realize he could... God. Well, that was way harder than it should have been. But we made it through. Let's go to the Fog Fjord. And we'll be just fine. It's gonna be a-okay. Let's go ahead and go. Here's our... I'm gonna check and see what time. Is it 10 minutes? 10.5 minutes. We have to get there. So it's viable we get that going to the ossuary first. In fact, I think we could have made it if we could have beat him the last time we did it. Maybe we got the heavy crossbow. Let's go ahead and upgrade it. I don't particularly like the heavy crossbow, honestly. I got more. Oh, right. I got a couple more to pump in. But I'm going to roll with it for a bit. We'll be okay. At least for the moment, it seems that our frame issue has been solved. Hopefully that sticks around. What was I even talking about? I know I was talking about The Witcher and side quests in Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15. it's weird. Like, the combat's a little too frenetic. I feel like it's hard to tell what's going on in the combat in that game. And even when you do kind of know, I think it's too simple. You can kind of potion spam your way out of it. It's kind of like one broken aspect of combat that kind of ruined the whole experience for me. I actually had the same problem with Assassin's Creed Black Flag, if I'm being honest. I know everyone loves that game, and I can't really fault them. I've never been a huge Assassin's Creed fan myself. Different strokes for different folks and everything. But I'm taking a lot of damage here. Yeah, it's never been a huge one in the first place. But I'm actually really enjoying Black Flag, particularly the boat stuff, until I figured out that you could just kind of pause boat combat by boarding an enemy boat and then stealing their stuff and causing them to explode. We don't want to replace one of our skills, the grappling hook. You kind of board them and then repair your ship from their ship and do it all in the middle of like combat with 5 other boats. It kind of ruined the whole experience for me, if I'm being honest. I guess I could just not use that mechanic, but I mean, once it's there, like, God. Okay, we gotta play better. It's as simple as that. We just gotta play better. There's no reason we should be taking all this damage. The Frog Fjord's not that bad. The Fog Fjord, excuse me. The Fjord of Bordor isn't too bad. We can get through the Honda Escort, no problem. Just gotta use everything to our advantage. Let's kick open this chest. What do we got? A force. That's terrible. I'd almost rather have the trap chest that has the enemies in it, because then at least we get some money from it. Just bad. Yeah, I don't really see... I kind of don't see the point in going the harder paths. Honestly, in this game. Like, I want to, because I want to experience that stuff, but the rewards don't seem better. And if the rewards aren't better, why would I go the hard route? I might as well just go the easy way. I seem to get better stuff, which means my run's more likely to succeed, I guess because it's shorter. It doesn't take as long to complete a run. But maybe I just don't know enough. It's very much a possibility. I don't understand something about that. Maybe I do get better rewards from the harder paths if I can actually complete them. What even? I think the cannonball must have hit me. I didn't really think it was that close to me, but I guess it did. That's one. It's a more minor complaint I have about this one, but it is a complaint I have about the game. As it can be kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on. Sometimes in combat, it's just so frantic and there's so many particle effects. You know what? There's a setting in here for video. I'm going to turn off bright flashes and see if that helps make combat a little more, see if that helps make the combat a little more fluid. I am noticing some slowdown as soon as I did that. Maybe the flashes actually, maybe it hides a lot of the, maybe it hides a lot of the animations in the game, so it doesn't take as much power to run it. Maybe you get some slowdown from that. That's a total guess. I don't really know that for sure. Yeah, these guys' cannonball attack is by far their most dangerous. What the shit? I think I kept getting like pushed off a ledge. And I kept trying to attack, but every time I did, the animation pushed me off the ledge, so I couldn't actually hit them. That's really annoying. Well, that sucked. I kind of wish it rather would have just made me fall off the ledge. Alright, well, I can't say those were great runs, but they happened. We learned some stuff. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.